Welcome back. All right, news of the day video for all you fine people. Around middle of the day here. I know it's later in the day east of here. And so, yeah, things continue to be mostly quiet around the National Hockey League. We are 3 days out from free agency, but there is some development when it comes to restricted free agents. And that's getting plenty of talk. And that's something that we don't necessarily always factor in as the guys that don't get the qualifying offers. But starting with a contract that got signed, Alexander Georgiev signs a 3-year deal with Colorado Avalanche. That's right, they acquired him. $3.4 million on average. It starts at, I think, 3.7 and drops to 2.9 in the last, or 2.7 in the last year. It averages out to 3.4 million. That's the number we can concern ourselves with as fans. He will be, I think, a very good battery mate for Francouz. And so we'll see what happens. I think Georgiev can be a very good goaltender. And I don't know how much of a downgrade that is from Kemper. Kemper had a very good year, though, in Colorado as well. And so we'll see what the Avs do with Georgiev. Remember, I'm not feeling 100% today. So if I say the wrong team name here and there, it's going to happen. And I don't have an excuse for the other days it happens. None. But anyways, so Georgiev, 3 years for him, $3.4 million per season. He's doing okay for himself. So we'll see how things go for him in Colorado. News out today that the talks between Toronto and Ottawa have intensified when it comes to Matt Murray, the goaltender. Again, I don't know how this is going to work. His cap hit $6.25 million. It's a lot. I don't know where he goes. Is he the backup? Would he necessarily be the starter? And again, for Toronto, this is a team that desperately needs to win in the playoffs and get somewhere in the playoffs. Could Matt Murray be the answer? Could he bounce back? There'll be differing opinions. I personally have some doubts. But anyways, that's me. And so we'll see what happens should that trade come to fruition. But Ottawa clearly trying to rid themselves of Murray's contract. And since we know they're trying to rid themselves of Murray's contract, it does give the driver's seat, in theory, to the Toronto Maple Leafs. It gives them some control. I will agree with Steve Dangle on this. It definitely favors the Leafs a little bit, as well as Matt Murray, in that he vetoed a trade to the Buffalo Sabres. So the control does not necessarily belong to the Sens. And so we'll see how that goes from here. But again, they're tied to one another. The talks have intensified. Friedman reporting that. And so we'll see where it all goes. Also, Nick Bjugstad, Nick Delorier, both Nicks going to the market. So Delorier, a player that I think would make a very good fourth liner on most teams in the NHL, and one of the true enforcers left in the National Hockey League, where basically what he's known for is the fisticuffs, but he can take that regular shift and he can provide the sprinkling of offense here and there. So we'll see where he ends up. Bjugstad, of course, as well going to UFA. Bjugstad, not necessarily a surprise that Minnesota's moving on there. And so we'll see when he hits the market what happens. I know when I did the UFA video this morning, I knew when I did it, I thought people are going to be mad about who isn't on the board. But there's only a certain number of guys I can have before it starts to get ridiculous, where you're talking about like 50, 60 guys. So there's the possibility I do other videos between now and the 13th talking about the UFA market with other players and that kind of thing. So Bjugstad, maybe he ends up on there too. But so we'll see where those guys end up. Also, news out of Chicago, Mark Lazarus reporting that the Hawks are not going to make qualifying offers to Kubalik or Strome. And Strome, it's been expected for months they wouldn't give him a qualifying offer. Now, Strome is surprising to me because the qualifying offer for him would be $3.6 million, and he's 25 years of age. 69 games played this year, 22 goals, 26 assists, 48 points. He was very good. I'm surprised they're not giving him a qualifying offer. Kubalik, I kind of understand more. It would have been a $4 million qualifying offer. He's 26. In 78 games this year, he had 15 goals, 17 assists for 32 points. So makes a little bit more sense with Kubalik not getting the qualifying offer. And of course, that's how it works with restricted free agents. If you don't give them a qualifying offer, they become unrestricted free agents and they leave. So Kubalik and Strome, it looks like, will be on their way out of Chicago. Last one out of Chicago, turn off the lights right now. Like it's going to be bare bones. They might as well just have like, "We want Bedard" as their chant this year, because it certainly looks like that's where things are headed. A lot of guys leaving as UFA, and of course trades and everything indicating they don't feel like they're going to be a playoff team or even get close. They don't really want to. So will Chicago end up fighting Arizona for last in the West? That's possible, with both of them being bad in the Central. make it easier for Central Division teams to make the playoffs? In theory, yes, with schedules being the way they are, but we'll see how that all turns out. And last but not least, development camps are opening up. This is a chance for us to see the rookies for the kids, the rookies and kids for the various teams around the National Hockey League. I did go to a blue versus white development camp game in Vancouver years back, and it was fun. It was fun to watch. It's fun to see these kids and kind of look and say, okay, I think he's pretty far along. I think he's good. And it's kind of fun to watch. Now, Luke Hughes is not at the development camp for the Devils because he's going to be at the World Junior Camp for USA because we have the World Juniors starting up. So for people who say, well, you know, there's the summer and so THG won't be watching anything. From August 9th till the 22nd, I will be watching the World Junior Championships. That should be entertaining. It's one of the very few times that the tournament exists when the NHL's not playing. That, of course, happened a couple years ago, too. But, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and we'll see how that tournament ends up and which players don't actually end up coming back that were in the original camps and so on and so on. So World Juniors starting up, development camps starting up as well, and that leads us to optimism about the future. And why not? So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.